Welcome back. If I say to you downtown Baltimore, so what area of the city do you picture? The Inner Harbor, City Hall, Charles Street corridor? For many people who live in the city, for city leaders, even for local businesses, the debate doesn't always have them agreeing. So our media partner, the Baltimore Banner, wants to hear what you consider to be downtown Baltimore. And we're joined now by reporters Alan James Vestal. Thank you for coming, Alan James. And Jack Bologna, thanks for coming back. You've been here before. They just worked together on an article and an interactive tool on this subject. So I know you guys interviewed a lot of different people, asked their opinions. Where's downtown? What did you hear? What did you learn?
Yeah, we heard all kinds of different answers. It turns out that there are a lot of opinions about what is and what isn't downtown, and some of them might surprise you. This whole thing started when a couple of city officials had said that T. Rowe Price moving from the Central Business District to Harbor Point was not, necessarily that big of a deal because they were just moving from one part of downtown to another part of downtown.
Right.
But of course, not everybody considers Harbor Point downtown. I'm not sure if you would, Denise.
I would, yeah. I mean, I think things have expanded. I live in Canton, and I think I live downtown.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so, yeah.
I mean, other people may not think so, but that's what I think. Why does it matter?
Yeah, I think it is pretty important because, how we measure the success of downtown, the first step is defining what is downtown. So if you look at a certain section of downtown, it looks like just a lot of empty old buildings, but if you look at a different section of downtown, maybe it's a lot more vibrant. So how we kind of define downtown allows us to measure its success, and it also reflects maybe what we value most as cities, if it's nightlife or office, or if it's the Inner Harbor.
So you guys want to get sort of a poll from people of what they consider, because I don't know who in the end is going to make the final determination, but at least you get some statistical information, right? So Alan James, tell me about this interactive tool you've created.
Sure. So when we set out to answer this question, we thought it was going to be really important to let people just draw for themselves rather than having to cobble together maybe a hodgepodge of neighborhoods or other kind of smaller units. So we really wanted to put the choice in readers' hands to be able to actually draw, focus in street by street and say this is the extent of downtown. Mm-hmm. So that was really our kind of hope, was to get a really precise answer.
So how do they participate?
Sure. People can see our story on thebanner.com, mm-hmm. And we're going to be collecting responses for a while and really looking at a couple things, including how people answer when they spend a lot of time downtown or people who only come downtown very rarely. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to be looking at that, and we're going to be following up, and very excited to see the results, but we definitely need more data. So
all right. I'm interested to see your results. When you complete, please come back and tell us. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I live in a suburb and didn't even know it. A suburb of the inner city, or however you want to put it. Very interesting. Thank you so much. If you'd like to read the story, and even more importantly, interact yourself with this tool, go to, again, thebanner.com. Great reporting there. Thanks for coming in, guys. All right.